So this now is officially the year of sticky clutches. Sticky clutch on this, the clutch is sticking on the old Enticer. We got a sticky clutch on the Assault in the garage. It's a sticky year. We're gonna be working on this today, getting the clutch out, clean it all up, throw it back in and see if it's actually gonna work. As it is right now, it does run, but I have to prop up the back end with a log. And as I pull it over, the track wants to spin because the clutch is already engaging. So let's rip that bad boy out of there, clean it up, throw it back in. Boom, baby. 800 ZR 2001, I believe. 2001, and check out the friggin' track on this bad boy. That thing will grind you up like Hamburg. These things were bad mamas back in the day, and they still are, really. Alright, see a little bit of rust down on the shaft. This secondary might be the issue, I'm thinking. Let's take off this secondary clutch, see what we get ourselves into. Snow's gonna fly soon, my friends. I want to hear down in the comments what you're riding this year. What's your primary sled? I don't know if this is the right belt on this thing. This thing is so tight. Maybe that's a problem. If it has the wrong belt on it and it's gripping too much, definitely could be an issue. We got a spare belt here. I wonder if that's the same size. In other news, I do hear a little something weird going on over here in our chain case. I roll over the secondary. Can't tell if that's the brake here or what's going on, but I think it's coming from our chain case. When I feel the chain case and I move the secondary, of course I can't do it with the camera in my hand, but I do feel a little rattling in there. So let's take this off just to check things out. Sounds like a little marble. I can only imagine it's a metal piece in there of some sort. To what? I don't know. I'm gonna wreck my hand right here. Oh, get this friggin' thing out of here. We're about to open our present here. Oh, look at that. We got a roller here. She goes, man, slippery bugger. She goes right in there. Somehow our pin fell out. Yep, well, that's good. I don't see any shavings or anything. So it's nice that we opened this up and caught that. It just, whoop. I don't know how that did not cause damage. It actually looks very clean in here, which I'm surprised. We just need to find a clip to go in there, which you can't see, but it's a tiny little hole right on the end of this. So that'll keep the spring in place, and the rollers will be doing their job. I gotta find a clip. This one has it. Nice little clip, so I think I can probably find one around the house. Chain is very tight now. Or as tight as it should be, I should say. Found a small little clip, and I got it in there. So now, our spring is not gonna move anywhere, and our rollers are tight against the chain. So we good, homie. Gasket looks good. Slap this bad boy back on there. Hey, look at this! Track's on the ground, idling. There he goes. So I had it suspended, and it was spinning the track like you saw before, and then all of a sudden it stops. So I was like, oh, okay. I let the log down, and it was idling perfect. Gave it a little pepper just now, as you saw, and seems like it is sticking a little bit. It seems to be like catching off and on, and trying to spin the track when it's not supposed to. So, still points to a sticky clutch, but we're making progress. Yep. Stop. Touch the brake a little bit. And she dies. While we're here, we have it jacked up, is this track is pretty loose. Should be about a ½ inch from the rail here, but this one has got quite a bit of slack. And maybe that could help our issue. It's pretty easy. You're just right here, loosen up the jam nuts there and tighten it down and make sure they're the same on both sides, you know the deal. Yep. Okay, I tightened that down quite a bit, and you can see track's starting to get tighter. We're gonna do the other side before we go too far on this side, so we can kind of gauge about where even is. See, there's a lot of slack still on this side. The other one fought me quite a bit, but we're getting there. So I didn't tighten it too tight. Still a little bit of slack, but I just want to see if it makes a difference when we fire this thing up. Also, it was not on camera, but my wrench slipped and I smacked my forehead right on the runner here. Right here. Yeah. Nope. Gotta be the clutch. I am gonna throw some penetrating oil in there, try to free things up a little bit. This might be a challenge because, again, this sled was sitting for 10 years or something like that before we got it running last year, of course. But all the components in there might be a little not great. There we go. Oh boy, she's on there good. Oh, definitely gonna have to get some blaster on there and maybe a rubber mallet, maybe some dynamite. Oh yeah, get a little of that good stuff in there. Let her eat. Get some right down in the, oh, ooh. Who else wants to get blasted? Whoa, easy. Don't you come at me like that, you get blasted. Dun dun, dun dun, dun 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 dun. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Oh. Now I gotta be careful with the plastics. The dead leaves in there don't help either. I swear I saw this thing move. Alright, I just fought with that thing for half an hour and it is not coming loose. I put the heat to it, I hit it with a mallet, I did everything, yanking on that sucker. If it didn't have the tub right here, I would get a ratchet strap and hook it onto something and just try to ratchet it off there. But it's pretty stubborn, I don't know if it's even gonna work. Hey there friends, this is day 2 without power. Here I am making a fire in my dimly lit living room. My dog's all bundled up because it's like 20 degrees and I can see my breath in here. One thing I can do right here in the living room is fix our recoil. I got my new pawl in, is what they call it. That's actually what they call it. Right here. That's our boy. To catch you up to speed, this is off the 97 MXZ 583. We've been having some problems with it, as you've seen from past videos, and I was pulling it over, trying to get it to start, and eventually this pawl, this piece right here, this little notch wears out. Happens all the time for some reason. This is like the 6th one I've had to do. So we can at least slap that back in there. She's ripping. It really makes you think about how fortunate we are to have lights at the flick of a switch, where you throw your dirty clothes in a machine and it washes them for you. Dirty dishes, no problem, you got a machine for that too. You want running water? Wait, you want heated running water? No problem. You know, it just humbles you a little bit, you know? Replace the old with the new. You gotta do what you gotta do for warmth, buddy. We are under a severe weather alert right now. We got a dumping of snow, which is why I lost power. Now I have power, but just in time for another storm. This one, it's gonna rain, then get down to single digits, and then freeze. It's gonna be a mess. But look how sad that is, just raining. And all our snow that we got from the first storm, gonna go away. Most likely in this video, I was working on the Articat ZR. That is still pending. I still have not gotten the secondary clutch off. We do have our pull assembly all fixed up, which you saw. Also, you're gonna like this. Oh God. This is for the MXZ 583 because our other one is junk. There's the beauty right there. Man, she looks clean, doesn't she? Get rid of this stupid thing. Plastic bag trick. We're on to bigger and better things. Ooh, look at that. I actually just bought a gas cap for the VMAX here. This is the one that was off of it. You can see the crack. Snow falling from the roof. Yesterday, I took this thing out. It runs perfect right now. When I had it jacked up, when I was burping the coolant lines, I let it down on jack stands. Our other trailing arm apparently was just as rusty underneath, and the jack stand punctured right up through there. Put a nice hole in it, and it's bent. So now I gotta get a new trailing arm for this side. Anyways, back to this. Let's get this pull assembly back on here. Again, with these particular sleds, it's really easy. All you gotta do is just hit it with a hammer and you're good. I'm trying to think where we left off. We got fresh gas in there. We knew we had spark. It was running on primer, but nothing else. I'm thinking I might need to take the carbs apart again and make sure. I should probably check my lines, make sure there's no plugs in the lines, but I saw gas coming up through the line, so I don't know what the deal is there. But let's just give it some more pulls. I gotta put the handle on, but after that we'll give it some more pulls and see what happens. Got it. Get this out of here. I'm thinking before we do anything, I think we're gonna open up the carbs and see what kind of goodies we may have inside, because I feel like something's happening in there. I feel like something's clogged up, maybe just a minuscule little pebble or something. jamming up our whole fuel system. So I'm gonna open up those carbs. We do have a new fuel pump, so it's gotta be something with these carbs. Yep. I ditched the cardboard and got a nice new surface here for working on carbs. Bright white too, so you guys can see what I'm doing. Dirty, dirty bowls. In the kitchen with Chef Jeremy today, we are cooking up some dirty carburetors, perhaps. I'm just gonna go through both these carburetors real quick. You've seen it plenty of times on camera. I don't want to bore you. So I'm gonna go through them real quick, see what we find, and I'll update you here in a second. You guys are gonna love my other purchase. A 6-pack of carb cleaner. Should last us a couple weeks. One carb down, didn't find anything wrong with that. I am 100% sure that carburetor is perfect running order. Moving on to the next one, I honestly hope I find something because that would make me feel a lot better and give me an answer on why we can't get this thing running right. But let's see. Now we're talking. You can't see this, I'm sure, but this little jet right here is absolutely plugged up. So that is an issue. Could be the issue. Who knows? Boom! We got the carbs back in there, airbox back on, everything back together. Many of you said in the comments, why don't you put your mouth over the gas tank and blow gasoline through the lines? Well, that's a great idea, and I tried that before you even commented, but I can't get my face in here because of the handlebars. And now it's time to try this all over again. Okay, everything on, blah blah blah, dee 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 doo da dee, keys on, do a little bit of priming action. Primer's still working. Pulls over. Well, as you can tell from the smoke here, it started, but it's still doing the same damn thing. Longest run we had. So that was running more than just the primer. There we go. So we're making progress at least. I see fuel in the lines. Something's happening. Sounded like it was running on one cylinder though. We'll keep tinkering. I'm starting to think that maybe the new fuel pump that we bought is also not working. That's the only thing I can think of right now. When I take the fuel lines off individually and I pull it over, gasoline shoots out. So I know the fuel pump's doing something, but maybe it's just not running up to par. I don't know. It's getting late and I gotta call it a day. So we're gonna end this video here, I guess. Give me some ideas of what this could be down in the comments, because it's actually getting quite frustrating. I wanna rip this thing, you know? I haven't even really been out riding yet. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Whoop!